So, who are you thinking is going to be the next member?
I've been seeing a lot of comments talking about Piper.
I am entertaining a particularly cunning and subtly subversive notion.
The Hype House was undoubtedly
a horror, a group of kids doing silly TikTok dances in a mansion 24/7. How was that ever a conceivable idea?
Nevertheless, it was all harmless. They made their money and were on their way. Their impact on society was close to nothing. I'm sure most of you watching this completely forgot about their existence.
Not one name in memory.
Now, fast forward a few years, and there's a new content house in town.
Hey, Mr. Knickerbocker, boppity bop. I like it the way that you boppity bop.
The Bop House. According to WikiHow, a bop is someone who posts promiscuous photos or gets around.
It's a whole...
Well, there is one thing each member of the Bop House has in common. They're all OnlyFans creators.
How about an absent dad house? I'd like to see that.
Yeah?
Yeah, like a content house full of absent dads.
And like, it's just empty because they're still not around.
The producers are like, shucks, how didn't we see this coming?
Honestly, it's funny how all these content houses are ripping off of the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Like, don't even play. Y'all stole their whole flow.
But on a more serious note, this is just awful. Not too long ago, you needed to search for adult content creators. Now they search for you.
Hey guys, I am so excited about the release of Bop House, and we have been getting so many influx of DMs and a lot of people asking to be in. So we are opening applications to take.
Yes, anyone can audition to join the Bop House as there's a slot opened for one more member.
Like you saw them pre-order Piper Raquel, who's not even of age yet.
Search Bop House Audition on TikTok, and there's so many you just keep scrolling.
Yeah, these are the role models for the girls of today. What a shame.
The numbers these bops pull in doesn't help either. Sophie, a prominent member of the house, tweeted their earnings in the first month, $10 million. And honestly, to Sophie, that's probably nothing, as she revealed on a podcast she made $43 million in 1 year on OnlyFans.
So, you are aware that, like, you're the final boss when it comes to OF, right?
Is that what they say?
Yeah.
Is that what they call it?
Mm-hmm. And I know you saw the clip of Julia making $400,000 a month, so I just need to know, like, how much are you making a month?
I don't know if I don't really want to hurt your feelings. I just don't.
Hurt my feelings? What do you mean? You don't have to say, just show me.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And I won't break your phone. $4 million in a month?
Yeah.
400,000 the last 7 days, in case you were.
It's with this money she purchased the mansion in Florida, now dubbed Bop House.
Young girls see these figures, the lifestyle they flaunt, and are groomed into the industry without fully grasping the consequences and challenges to follow. They don't realise they only get to see the top earners, which is a stark contrast to the average experience. Some of you might feel indifferent about the industry. Others might even thrive in it, discovering a version of yourself that feels more alive than ever. If that's you, great. No one has the right to dictate your happiness. But for the average person, especially the average girl, this path can take a serious toll on your mental health.
My mental health since I've started this has just slowly been on such a decline. I feel a little bit dead inside. I feel completely desensitized. Not to sound funny, but I really don't feel any type of desire or attraction to men in general anymore. Just know that if you are a person who's ever been interested in doing this, there really are so many downsides. At this point, and I'm willing to admit this now, there's no amount of money that you can give me right now to make me feel giving myself away in certain aspects, even if they're just a few photos or whatever online. It almost isn't worth it anymore. And while I did have such a strong start and it was so much fun in the beginning, after getting burnt out, I started to just feel really differently about the types of messages that I was getting. Seriously, if I had any type of ability to share the things that people have said, just how disgusting they are. And also when I get curious and nosy sometimes, I'll go look at their profile and they have a whole girlfriend or a whole wife. And sometimes, even disgustingly enough, they have kids.
I'll admit being an OnlyFans creator is undeniably better than the traditional adult industry in one key way. Here, you're in control. You set the rules, you decide the limits, and you reap the benefits directly. But truth is, there's always a breaking point. It might not come immediately. For some, it takes years. But eventually, it comes. It's easy money. All I have to do is sacrifice my dignity and chip away at my self-worth. Does that really sound like easy money? And to the guys who feel indifferent about this, just remember, with the gradual normalization of being an only creator, the chances of someone close to you, like your sister, girlfriend, or even your future daughter, choosing this path increases. So before you reward these creators, think twice about the bigger picture and the role you're playing in shaping societal norms.
Okay, that was a lot of words. But all we're trying to say is before those zeros compel you to display your zeros, just think twice. Sophie raised her family out of poverty and has set her lineage up for centuries. It is without a doubt impressive, though it's not the only way.
It is more acceptable if you turn to only as your last-ditch effort rather than growing up in a suburban home thinking, I want to be just like Sophie Rain one day. Stop that. Go to school.